Imagine being one of the most famous people in the world, where every move is watched, every word is analyzed, and every action is either praised or criticized. Taylor Swift is that person. She's not just a pop star, she's a cultural icon, known for her chart-topping hits, powerful lyrics, and an army of devoted fans. But beneath the glittering surface of her success, there are secrets and controversies that she might not want you to know. Taylor has carefully crafted her public image over the years, a relatable girl next door who writes songs about her feelings and life experiences. But the reality is more complex. From legal battles to environmental criticisms, there's a side of Taylor that doesn't always make the headlines. In this video, we're diving deep into the lesser-known aspects of Taylor Swift's life. What are the things she keeps out of the spotlight? What are the controversies that challenge her carefully curated image? Stick around as we uncover the dark side of Taylor Swift, revealing truths that might just change how you see her. Private jet controversy. In 2022, Taylor Swift found herself at the center of an unexpected controversy. Despite her image as a champion of social causes, she was named the celebrity with the highest carbon emissions from private jet usage. Reports showed that her private jet had made around 170 flights in just 6 months, sparking widespread criticism. Environmentalists and fans alike were shocked, accusing her of contributing to climate change while living an unsustainable lifestyle. Swift's team quickly responded to the backlash, stating that the numbers were misleading. They explained that Taylor often loaned her jet out to others, and many of the flights attributed to her weren't actually hers. However, this defense didn't do much to calm the storm. The damage was done, and the story raised serious questions about the environmental impact of celebrity lifestyles. The controversy highlighted a growing public concern about the disconnect between the values celebrities promote and their actions. In an era where climate change is a pressing issue, the backlash against Taylor Swift served as a reminder that even those with the best intentions can fall short in the eyes of the public. Lawsuits and legal battles. Even with all her success, Taylor Swift hasn't escaped the courtroom. Over the years, she's faced several legal battles that have put her under a different kind of spotlight. One of the most notable cases was the lawsuit over her hit song Shake It Off in 2017. Songwriters Sean Hall and Nathan Butler accused Taylor of copying lyrics from their 2001 song Play Is Gone Play. The case dragged on for years, with Swift denying the allegations, stating that she had never even heard their song. Although the lawsuit was eventually dismissed, it still put a dent in her reputation, as fans and critics debated whether she had crossed the line between inspiration and imitation. Another legal challenge came in 2019, when a writer sued Taylor over the design of the booklet that came with her album Lover. The plaintiff claimed that the booklet's aesthetic was strikingly similar to her own poetry book from years earlier. Though this case didn't gain as much media attention, it added to the perception that Swift's creative output isn't always as original as it seems. These lawsuits, while ultimately resolved in her favor, have added a layer of complexity to Taylor's image. They serve as reminders that even the most successful artists aren't immune to legal challenges, and they've sparked conversations about creativity, ownership, and the fine line between homage and infringement in the world of music. Eras Tour ticket debacle. The Eras Tour was one of the most anticipated events for Taylor Swift fans, but the ticket sales turned into a complete nightmare. When tickets went on sale, the demand was so overwhelming that Ticketmaster's website crashed almost immediately. Fans found themselves stuck in virtual lines for hours, only to be met with error messages or the dreaded sold-out notification. The situation was made even worse by bots and scalpers, who swooped in and snatched up tickets, leaving many real fans empty-handed. The chaos led to a wave of frustration and anger among Swift's fanbase. Many felt that the process was poorly managed and unfair, especially given Taylor's close connection with her fans. Despite her team's efforts to manage the situation and their attempts to offer additional dates and tickets, the damage was done. Fans were not just disappointed, they were furious. Critics also jumped on the situation, questioning how a star as big as Taylor Swift could allow such a debacle to happen. Some pointed fingers at Ticketmaster, while others suggested that Taylor's team should have anticipated the demand better. The incident tarnished the excitement around the Eras Tour and left many fans questioning whether they would ever get the chance to see their favorite artist live. Anti-hero music video backlash. When Taylor Swift released the music video for her song Anti-Hero, it wasn't long before controversy erupted. The video featured a scene where Taylor steps on a bathroom scale, and instead of showing her weight, the scale simply reads the word fat. This moment sparked a massive public outcry, with many accusing Taylor of promoting negative body image and fat phobia. Critics argued that by using the word fad in this context, the video could be harmful, especially to those struggling with body image issues. The backlash was swift, with many taking to social media to express their disappointment and frustration. They felt that, as a public figure with such influence, Taylor should have been more mindful of the message she was sending. In response to the criticism, Taylor's team decided to modify the video, removing the scene entirely. While some fans appreciated the quick action, others felt that the damage had already been done. The incident highlighted the sensitive nature of body image discussions in today's culture and how even well-intentioned content can be misinterpreted and lead to unintended consequences. The downside of fame and relationships. Taylor Swift's love life has always been under a magnifying glass, and it's no secret that her relationships have played a huge role in her music. Songs like All Too Well Style and Dear John are just a few examples of how she's turned her personal experiences into chart-topping hits. But this openness about her relationships has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, Taylor's ability to write raw, emotional songs about her breakups has made her incredibly relatable to fans. It's one of the reasons she's so beloved. She's not afraid to share her pain, and people connect with that honesty. These songs have brought her immense success, making her one of the most successful artists of her generation. However, the downside is that this same openness has made her a target for criticism. Some have accused Taylor of exploiting her relationships for fame, turning private matters into public spectacles. Her habit of writing about her exes has sometimes backfired, leading to backlash from both the public and the men she's written about. Critics argue that her songs can come across as vindictive or immature, painting her as someone who can't move on from past relationships. This scrutiny has been tough on Taylor, who has spoken about the challenges of maintaining any semblance of privacy in her personal life. It's a classic example of how fame can amplify both the highs and lows, turning deeply personal experiences into fodder for public consumption and debate. The Squad backlash. Taylor Swift Squad was once the talk of Hollywood, a group of strong, successful women who stood by each other. It included big names like Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, and Karlie Kloss, and was celebrated as a symbol of female empowerment. The Squad appeared in music videos, attended events together, and became a cultural phenomenon, with fans admiring the unity and girl power they represented. But as time went on, what started as a positive symbol began to face backlash. Critics accused the Squad of being exclusive, suggesting that it promoted a kind of elitism where only certain types of women were welcomed, those who were famous, thin, and conventionally attractive. The group's public appearances, which once seemed like a celebration of friendship, began to be viewed as a display of cliquishness. The media and public started questioning whether the Squad was more about image than true camaraderie. As the years passed, the Squad began to disband, with members going their separate ways. The friendships that were once so public gradually faded from the spotlight, leading to speculation about what had happened. Some saw this as a natural evolution, while others interpreted it as the inevitable fallout of a friendship that was perhaps more performative than genuine. The public perception of Taylor's friendships has since been more cautious. The Squad backlash served as a reminder that even well-intentioned movements can be misinterpreted, and that in the world of fame, what's seen on the surface isn't always the full story. Taylor Swift is undoubtedly one of the most successful and influential artists of our time, but her journey hasn't been without controversy. From the environmental backlash over her private jet usage to legal battles that have tested her creativity, Taylor's carefully crafted public image has faced challenges that many fans might not be aware of. The chaos surrounding the Eras tour ticket sales, the criticism over her anti-hero music video, and the scrutiny of her personal relationships and friendships all paint a more complex picture of the superstar. These controversies highlight the contrast between the polished image that celebrities often present and the reality behind the scenes. It raises an important question: how much do we really know about the people we idolize? Fame often comes at a cost, and the price is sometimes paid in public scrutiny, personal sacrifices, and the loss of privacy. As we reflect on Taylor Swift's story, it's worth considering the pressures and expectations that come with living in the spotlight. The next time we see a celebrity making headlines, it might be wise to remember that there's always more to the story than what we see on the surface.